Ryan, we're only a few days away from one of KTBS 3's favorite holidays, and that is, of course, Independence Day. The 4th is meant to celebrate our country's birthday and have fun with friends and family.
While fireworks and going out on a boat is fun, they can also be dangerous. KTBS 3's Sydney Lane has some tips to stay safe on the holiday weekend. Sydney.
Hey guys, fireworks, traffic accidents, and swimming-related injuries are some of the more common ways people get hurt on the 4th of July, but that doesn't mean you need to avoid these activities altogether. You just have to make sure you're being cautious.
If you're heading to the lake to cruise on the boat, there are a few things to know. And remember, if there is an emergency, law enforcement will be out on the water patrolling.
First thing we want to make sure is that everyone on that boat has a life jacket that can be accounted for. Especially those kids, you want to make sure they have their life jacket on. Normally you'll have Shreveport Police Department, Shreveport Fire Department has boats readily available to put in the water. Caddo Sheriff's Office normally has a patrol. Depending on what body of water you're on, of course, Bossier City and Bossier Sheriff's Office is also available.
There's no doubt it will be hot during the 4th of July, so make sure you stay cool and drink lots of water.
So boating happens out on the water in the direct sunlight many of times. And also those fireworks happen while it's still hot outside. So make sure you hydrate during this 4th of July season.
Shreveport Fire Department Chief Clarence Reese said most injuries from fireworks happen to the hands and eyes. He also gave tips on how to properly dispose of the fireworks so they don't start a fire.
You want to make sure that you follow manufacturers' recommendations on those fireworks. You don't want to hold them. You want to have a steady, flat surface to pop those firecrackers off. You want to make sure that you don't relight duds. You want to have a bucket of water nearby or a water hose. And after you're done with those fireworks, you want to have those doused in water for a couple of hours before you put it in any type of trash can.
Reese says to avoid getting hurt by popping fireworks, enjoy some of the local shows around the Arklatex.
We encourage you to go to one of your public displays. There's one on the riverfront that can be found, but check your social media sites, see who's doing free, open to the public displays, and we encourage you to go to those.
Our KTBS crews will be live across the Arklatex for our Freedom Fest finale. There will be live music, food, and of course, in the night with fireworks. Back to you, Madison and Daniel.
And Sydney, where are you going to be for the 4th of July weekend?
I'm going to be in South Bossier. I'm very excited. This is my first Freedom Fest because I was actually off this year, so I love the 4th of July. Excited to celebrate.
Well, everybody come out to Bossier and see Sydney Lane. In fact, we have 5 simultaneous events planned for the KTBS 3 Freedom Fest finale. Those locations include downtown Shreveport with Rick Rowe, South Bossier Park with Sydney, Bossier Cypress Lake with Alex Anderson, and across the border in Texas, I'll be in Longview and Daniel Brown will be in Jefferson. Each location will feature large-scale fireworks shows, live entertainment, family-friendly activities. Find all the information you need at ktbs.com, and